Wow. Just like that, it's on again.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep.
That girl, well,
We're back at it.
welcome to another episode of Chronic Cinema.
Yep.
Tonight we gonna touch on a classic that's near and dear to everybody's heart. Not some of you young cats, but most of us old cats love this movie. It's
Mm-hmm.
packed with so much star power that if you don't like it, I think something just wrong with you. Oh wow, bad timing. Storm just started.
Yeah.
Tonight we gonna be doing a, a classic from 1993 called "Who's the Man."
mm-hmm.
If you ain't never seen this, I don't know where you been at. Has tons and tons and tons of actors. Ed Lover, Dr. Dre, Salt and Pepper, Bill Bellamy, Ice-T, KRS-One, Bernie Mac.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, oof. Put it like this: it has over 108 cast members, and for me looking through this list, seems like about 80% of them are either very famous or have been famous for quite some time. A lot of them are still doing their thing. Um, I don't, I don't know where to start at with this movie. I mean, coming up young, man, we wasn't, most people weren't allowed to watch what they
Right.
consider
But it
dirty
wasn't
movies.
that wasn't one of the that wasn't one of the dirtiest movies, but that joint, like you said, that joint definitely had a lot of star power in that joint for what it was at that era. I wish something like that could be recreated, but I don't know if something like that could be recreated in this era almost because it's like who do you go to get to recreate something like that, or not even recreate it, to just to do, like, even if it's a spinoff of it, like, you know what I'm saying, you don't want to fuck it up, like, you know what I'm saying, you don't want it to be nothing that's just like put together that seem like, oh, they got this person and this person in it, but not able to, like, pause or yo, I got that, or this made sense, and that, like, because the movies that been coming out lately with a lot of stars in them, they really been trash. Like I'm not like,
But
as
the,
far as like comedy wise, anyway. Like, it's like people
well,
just been
now
like together.
I don't even say comedy wise because a little while ago I was having a discussion with somebody about the Fast and the Furious franchise. And Hobbs and Shaw to me was the worst of the whole Fast and the Furious situation. And the reason why I didn't like it is you had like 16 A-list stars.
Mm-hmm.
So who really was, I understand it was about The Rock and Main Man, but at the end of the day, it really had too much going on. You had Kevin Hart, Jones. You had Ryan Reynolds. You had the little Chinese boy from Ant-Man. They
Right.
had so many known stars in that joint to the point where it made it corny. Back in the day, that's how you know how real comedians gel. You look at these new cats now and they come out and you cram them in a movie and it sucks. Back then, every single
But it'd be
time
the director too, though. The
our
director, the
era
one that pieced all
comedians
this shit
got
together.
together,
The
now
director, the one
I'm
that
gonna
pieced all
say
that
the
shit together
thing.
at the end
Now
of the
think
day.
about it. Now think about it now. Being though with that in this present day, we able to get the insight from the movies we watched coming up. And remember, a lot of them cats say them cats was just action, do y'all.
Right.
And they was getting that out of it. That's why because I always knew for a fact if they told me Harlem Nights was scripted, I would have fucking said you're lying. Y'all casted it, but I don't think it was scripted at all.
Right.
That many people and at that stage of their career is no scripting. Same thing with Who's the Man. You put all them people together, like that's some of the movies that they need to highlight for these new niggas to be watching coming out now. You put that much power together and look what you get. A movie that's still getting talked about in 2023 that came out in 93. I know for a fact I don't think nobody gonna be talking about none of these Instagram movies later on down the line because the motherfuckers ain't never
Yeah, they're not gonna stand the
see,
test
that's
of
another
time.
thing too. At all. Because really, in that movie, everybody individually shine. Bernie Mac had his parts. Even fucking Dennis Leary. Everybody had
Yeah.
their parts.
Well, yeah,
This
Dennis
day and
Leary.
age,
Dennis Leary definitely like he definitely was still in scenes in that joint.
and see, that's what happens. That's the difference between these new stars and those stars. That's why I tell everybody those movies are my favorite movies. Those movies are my classics, and it's not gonna be undone.
Right.
For that reason, you can't do that. And see, even like I'll give you another movie, which we probably gonna be one of our next few that we do. That's like pack, but it's funny as hell. How to Be a Player. That's another movie where you crammed a bunch of comedians and everybody funny as
Male
shit.
and female.
Everybody.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, and then even for the instance, right? Because think about it, when Who's the Man came out, Who's the Man is
That was something that was never
first,
that was something that was never done before because it was like that was a hip hop community movie more so, but it was like a comedy. That's the whole hip hop community all in one in that movie.
Now hold up, before we say that, I gotta check something because I think House Party might have came out before Who's the Man.
I mean, well, yeah, no, I don't mean it as that, but I'm saying as far as like as a collective with that many people in there, bro, they had way more, way more rappers and singers in Who's the Man than it was in House Party. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
in House Party
came out.
In House Party, you had Kid and Play and Full Force. And then in House Party 2, you had Kid and Play, Full Force, and Queen Latifah. And then in part 3, you had Immature. Like, you know what I'm saying? But so it's not
now, part 3 is where they really dug in.
Oh, and they had TLC.
That's with them remember shit, but think about all the extra effects from part 3. Shit, a lot of niggas don't even probably remember Chris Tucker was in that joint.
Yeah. I remember.
See what I'm saying?
That was Johnny Booth. That was Johnny Booth with the yeah.
Like the difference that I will say about Who's the Man in movies like House Party. House Party put a bunch of faces that we ain't know that's famous now because we like, oh shit, there's him. Oh shit, there's him. A lot of the people on Who's the Man, we knew who they were at the time and they already were somebody.
Right, but it's like,
you know,
for something like that to work and be done. It was never done before. I'm saying it was never done before from.
Hold up, you freezing up.
The hip hop aspect of it. It's been done before with comedians in that joint, bro. All them rappers are not actors. Even to this day, they still not actors. They might pop up on a show here, but they probably don't consider themselves an actor. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because for the most part, when they do pop up on these shows or movies, they're playing themselves. So it's like, yeah, you might be acting, but you're playing yourself as, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, what the fuck?
Now, this is the weird thing, right? I think, I'm not going to say it could be that, but I think we could get another one. I'm going to say for the reason why we got that one. That movie was the perfect balance of comedian, rapper. The rappers was in the movie doing rapper shit, or some of them was in there just acting. But for the vast majority of the movie, the comedians carried it.
Right.
See what I'm saying? All the way down to Dennis Leary, fucking like everybody that really carried that movie was a comedian. The stars, like I said, even looking at the IMDb, of course you knew Salt-N-Pepa and all them back then, but let's be real. Oh shit, that's Salt-N-Pepa, but it ain't really like, remember that Salt-N-Pepa scene? No, you remember the scene with them like my favorite scene when Bill Bellamy hit the Joe. Nigga look like he stink. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, every
Right.
year Bernie Mac said that. Yeah. Dre over there with his fat ass. Look like a stank. World is coming to an end. Yo,
Man,
they was fucking
every
people
crazy.
cut up, bro. They will make it crazy. They was fucking people cut up, but niggas wear their hair like that now.
That's what they
Niggas
say.
be out here with the Wesley Snipes New Jack City Part 6. They be now you like, bro, come on, you seriously? That's how you wear here today?
That's what niggas say, man. They get the styles from back then and bring them up to now. They definitely get them from back then and bring them up to now. But like I said, that shit had so many, like I
I
said,
seen the
so many
motherfucker the
classic
other day
scenes.
with a Gumby and 2 plaits in the back. You see the niggas that be letting that, you see the niggas that let they sides grow in and get waves on the side. Niggas got braids on the top, like it's 2 hairs. It's getting wild.
Nah.
Joint, bro. I'm
Nah,
telling you, they rocking their hairstyles just like that, man. I'm telling you, they on some other shit, yo.
Man, they look. Only thing I can say, man, is where
We
I'm
got
at.
the haircut of 2 different people. Like,
That's what I'm look where I'm at, nigga. You like I said, cuts is common, but they ain't that common. So you be lucky to see a cat with a haircut. I'm trying to see who the director of that joint was.
the director was I had that in my notes. It was some boy. He
Ted
Ted
Demme.
Snyder or something like that.
Ted
No,
Demme. Huh? No, they said that's his name.
Seth
Ted
Green is the
Demme.
one who wrote it. Like that's who wrote the screenplay and all that kind of shit. I don't know. Ted
Yeah,
Demme.
The writing
the
credits went to
directing.
Dr. Dre, Ed Lover, and Seth Greenland.
Right. But the director, all right, yeah, you was talking about the director. All right, yeah, got you.
Yeah, I just,
My bad,
little
my
shit
bad.
I be trying to wonder. Now, who the fuck produced it? Grace Blake. I don't know none of these other people.
That shit, that joint was definitely some of the funniest parts in that joint, bro. Like when bro, like for one, when they hooked the cop car up, that was just dope as shit. This like that. That was before Pimp My, saying the system, the lights was doing all sorts of crazy shit. That was a good joint, man.
Then like when you look at the IMDb and see that people like Ashanti was in there as a kid and Terrence Howard was a customer in a store, like that's some stuff I like watching a movie. Like I watch them 100 times to see how these people
Right,
was
you
just
go back and see
extras.
shit that you never noticed, right?
You see what I'm saying? Like I wonder how many people actually pay attention that it was Cuban Good Jr. in the chair
And Coming to America with the nut ass fro. That's the same nut ass fro that Terrence Howard had. And Who's the Man, bro? They stole that scene from Coming to America. Wow. Damn. You heard it here first. That's where it happened. That you heard it here first. They stole that scene from Coming to America. It was a remake of the scene. They was paying homage. That's what I'm gonna say.
I see little crossovers. Like I say, them the movies that get me because like I say, how we talk all the time about like the house parties and shit like that. This was another one of the movies. Though a lot of them people was actors, but they wasn't popular. Like watching that movie, watching Who's the Man. Bernie Mac was funny as hell, but would you ever think he would have Mr. 3000, Soul Man, and all this other shit watching Bernie Mac from there? I wouldn't know. It's hard to say.
I mean, no, because back then it was kind of different. You wouldn't see it. They probably wouldn't have said they would have seen it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, for me,
that you would, like, to say for a person to say that they would have known that they would have been there would kind of seem as though it's cocky in a sense. But It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like I doubt if they seen that themselves, like some of them people that was in that movie. You know what I'm saying? Especially for
Yeah,
them to
but
still be real to this day, because you gotta think like a motherfucker like Bill Bellamy, he still look the fucking same. He's still out here hosting shows and he's still getting the bread, bro. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
but see the
be
thing,
real, be real was in that joint. He had a small scene in that joint from Cypress Hill. He had a small scene in
see
that movie, but he one of the biggest curators in the cannabis culture, like out here, bro. Like that shit is wild. Like motherfuckers still out
it's
here getting
weird.
shit.
It's weird because they definitely do go from there. It's like I say now, even some of the actors from there, like to me, I can see that acting. I can say that I would see Ice T fitting in for a while. I mean, I ain't think maybe 30 years, but I seen Ice T being around for a while because he handled pretty good in his early joints, like
Yeah,
Trespass. He did
Trespass. I
pretty
was
good
gonna say
in
that
that
Trespass
joint.
was a good jump.
Like I said, that was another one with a bunch of hip hop cats, but it did that one did. I liked that joint too. And then who else did pretty good early in their career in that movie? Um, because I'm
Well, we
trying to
already
think,
know
they had really.
Besides Dennis Leary, Bernie Mac, um,
And
I'm
I'm gonna
trying to think.
really count
I
that
mean, well,
early
no,
in Bill
the guy
Bellamy
that played
career.
the boy, what was his name? Leon or something like that. That was trying to get Nick to sell the shop. Like he played in a lot of shit. Remember, he popped back up in Players Club. Even the guy Nick that owned the barbershop in that joint, I told you, was the
See, hold on.
so like and he had some roles inside of like some cop shows. Definitely went on to do other shit. Like a lot of people that was in that movie definitely had great careers.
It was
Like they
already
still out here popping.
established. Like they all was a lot of was established. Like I said, the salt and pepper, and then even the old head we talked about earlier. That's another. The boy Jim Moody. That's
Right.
Daddy Green. So like I said, even him, he was established already. That was Bad Dragon was in the 80s. Then, like I said, a lot of these was well-known rappers, Todd One and um,
Taiwan was a DJ though, right? He
yeah,
was like a DJ. So I know he was like attached to I think like MC Light, I think, or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Or he
see what I'm
might
saying?
have been knocking MC
All
Light
these,
back in the day. I don't know. I remember. I'm sorry if I'm misspeaking. But I don't know.
then
No,
I'm like,
Taiwan was with like Naughty
then
by Nature. You know, Taiwan was
yeah,
with
because
Naughty by Nature.
everybody was pretty much well established. Like I said, they weren't established on music; they was established somewhere in acting already for the vast majority. Like I said,
Right.
the only people really was fresh in their career was like I mean, L11, Dr. Dre, they wasn't actors neither. This was their first movie.
But you
So,
gotta think though, they was on MTV Rap, Yo MTV Rap, so they already had that camera, like they already knew how to be behind the camera, like you know what I'm saying? Like they
see
did
what
a
I'm
great,
saying? Like,
they did a great job in
like
that joint, bro. Like I
everybody,
don't know what motherfuckers might have thought about it back then when it came out, but I know as a kid and still grown up watching that shit now, I still fucks with that movie. That shit's still a classic to this day. It's a lot of parts in that movie, bro. Like when Dennis Leary told Dr. Dre he couldn't eat no more donuts, bro. Like that nigga told me he can't eat no fucking lifesavers, no bagels, no none of that shit. Like
everybody, Flavor Flav, they had a ton of fucking people in here, man.
yeah, right. Remember Bushwick Bill, Crisscross. There was a lot of people in that joint, bro, and a lot of people didn't even
Busta
like.
Rhymes.
He was in the joint. He didn't have a speaking role. He just came in there to rob the club. Like
And
yeah, that was a
the
good
funny thing,
joint.
I'm sure I figure out how Freddie Fox is the bartender. I didn't peep that neither.
No
That's all
shit.
I'll tell you. DMC was the detective. I ain't even
Yeah, he
peep
was.
what
Yeah, him
role
and
play.
Ryan. Yeah, remember? You don't
Oh
remember when they
shit.
were telling them they was like, y'all stick
They all
to
were
y'all job.
detectives. There, yep.
We'll
Look,
do
it say it
ours.
right
Yeah,
here.
all three of
The
them.
whole Run
Jam Master
DMC
Jay
was
was
the
like,
whole
"Why don't y'all
detective.
guys just get out of here? Just get out of here." Yeah, remember because they was like, we got reason to believe that this got something to do with Nick's homicide and all that shit or whatever. They was like, yo, why don't you let the real detectives stick to doing it and all that shit or whatever. It was like after the fire was at that other barbershop or something, or at the church or something like that.
And then it's funny because
Yeah, that joint was definitely a good
Queen
joint, man. Like,
Latifah.
yo,
Yeah, that joint had a ton of people in there, but I'm just trying to pick out the people that really got this. Like a lot of these people was established, but I know at the time they wasn't established as actors. They were just hip hop acts at the time. You know, you had the vast majority of actors. Like I said, Busta
right,
Rhymes was
right.
kind of just coming. Busta Rhymes was just coming in the game, and not just coming in the game, but as far as acting, because even when he did Higher Learning, he still had a lot
Yeah,
to
High
learn
Learning
to
was a
do.
little after, right? Like probably like a couple of years after or a year or two after.
Yeah. He still has to learn to doing that one. But see, it was still cool because even in Higher Learning,
Well, I'm back though. I
I
like
could,
him in Higher Learning.
I did too. But I'll tell you, the person I was proud of a Higher Learning was my
I
man
just
Michael Rappaport and Ice Cube. I mean, Michael Rappaport, like I said, yeah, he did his thing in that movie. Like I said, that shit took a lot of heart because I don't know if I'm the only one that noticed, man. He had a real slow start career after that fucking movie. Like even I know a couple people that people probably don't peep had a slow start in their career when they start coming out with the movies early in their career. Because I don't know if you remember the
Man
white
from
boy
American
from
History
America.
X.
Yeah.
I knew you was gonna say that. Yeah.
Yeah, slow start. He got a career later on down the line, but he ain't really have a lot. And if I'm correct, ain't Main Man from American History X the same boy that was on Blacklist? I
I'm
think,
not sure.
and he's on that. I think he's on that new show, Amsterdam, the hospital show.
I'm not sure.
I might be mixing. I might be mixing them up. I might be mixing them up because either he might be the boy Thomas Carcetti from The Wire, or it's him. I can't remember. Hold on. Yeah, it's the boy from the Wire. And see, that's Edward Norton. He actually did a lot.
Yeah, that is Edward Norton.
He did a lot. He did a lot. But back to that joint, it's like it's just like I said, them type movies. Like I said, they was cool that they did it that way because I mean, some of the joints, like I said, Ice Cube and them, like a lot of rappers weren't really, everybody wanted Tupac on screen.
Right. Yeah. True.
I mean, and that was kind of hard because like Tupac really did make it hard for a lot of motherfuckers to get up there and do their thing. And this joint came out a year after Juice. Cause I know if I'm correct, Juice came out in '92. If I'm
Like,
correct,
too.
right?
Yeah.
So I mean, that was kind of a hard act to follow, and everybody kind of did their thing in Juice. But that's why I said this joint. It definitely it was a very good movie, but like I said, it's hard to really show who showcased outside of Eric Lover and Dr. Dre.
And
Busta
Dennis
Rhymes
Leary.
was earlier. Yeah. Well, no, I'm talking about the people who really wasn't actors. Dennis
Oh,
Leary had
well, oh,
already
yeah,
did a
right,
few
right, right,
movies,
right, right. Yeah, Dennis Leary was definitely an
but
actor, right?
I don't even think Ed Lover and Dr. Dre ever went on the was in no movies. Not back then.
But they was, yeah, they was in shit like later on. like shit. Like I think what was they in like Fat Beach or some shit like that? They was in one of them type movies. They might not have been Fat Beach, but they was in
Yeah.
something like that though. Like to that extent, I remember them being in something.
One in that John. I can't remember what was in that John. Yeah, what was the name of that movie? I done watched that movie so many times, yo, and I can't remember the name of it, yo.
Who in that John?
It's about Malik Yoba, um the John from High School High. She also played in The Wood, the Stacy little sister. It
I
was
know you're talking about it, but I can't think of the name of that movie.
Laura from Family Matters was in it. Sticky
Damn,
Fingers.
that movie. Oh,
What is it, John? They was on their way to go do something
that's not
on a
right.
bus. It might be Ride.
No, that's not right. Yeah, it is right. Because Get on the Bus is the other John. That's right.
Yeah, Get on the Bus is the John with Alex. I mean, my man Neil Harper and them. They ain't.
Yeah.
And see, I ain't
Stacey
gonna
was
lie
in that
to you,
joint. That's
man.
the crazy part. Stacey was in that joint.
Yeah, he definitely was. And look, this is the crazy thing too, cause like we gonna definitely have to Paul touch on his main man too, cause I think about him a lot, and he did a lot, bro. Like looking at his early work to now, fucking Neil Harper.
Yeah, true.
And it's like I remember that nigga was getting choked up in a hallway by Omar Epps, and it's like there he was a good doctor. Like that's a hell of a shit.
Oh yeah, on Too Deep. Yeah, he my man out here. He things.
You know what I'm saying? Like he did a lot, and I actually got to meet that motherfucker, man. He was taping a movie down Greaseway. They got a
the old school drone, 1976 or something like that. Yep.
Yeah, they taped it. They taped scenes. It's a closed down store at the corner of Greasing on Block. They was taping scenes in there. I told you the boy came walking down the street like, yo, you know somewhere I can get something to eat from? I said, yo, man, you the dude. He like, huh? Yeah. I said, no, you the dude, man. And you know when you sitting out there with a bunch of ignorant niggas, they like, man, who the fuck is dude? He ain't nobody. I said, that's the boy Neil Harper, bro. I said, y'all don't know the boy is? They like, no. He was like, it's all right, man.
Neil Harper.
I had the name right that day, man. But yeah, when I was like, what the hell? He was like, yeah, that's me, man. And Meech came up like, yo, that's crazy. That is the bull. He's like, what you doing around here? He's like, man, we filming a movie up there. He said, y'all been seeing y'all in there at nighttime. He was like, yeah, that's why we left the boards up so ain't nobody know what we was in there doing. But yeah, we in there filming. And like I said, he was cool. He was down to earth. And he really, like I said, he ain't know. He probably know where he was standing at talking though, but yeah, so everybody get out here, man. Just know, man, that man was in the trenches, man. No, he wasn't acting bougie neither, and he hung out for a minute.
Yo, I was nervous. I was sitting there trying to figure out. I had a random ticking going on just now, but it's my damn hard drive from my other laptop over here, bro. I was like, I don't got no clock down here, bro. Somebody set a bomb off. Yo, that shit have started ticking not too long ago, yo.
I'm
like, oh, what? I'm shut this joint
down.
Like I
say, it would be, yeah, like I be knowing, like I said, man, I know my actors, man, ain't gonna run up on you and draw, ain't gonna make you feel uncomfortable, But yeah, just know, man, my man was chilling in the hood, man. And he wasn't in no rush to leave.
I can believe
went to the poppy store. And he went to the poppy store and got a grub.
I can believe it. I can see that.
But I mean, it's just, shit, to be honest, he probably felt good because in Hollywood, everybody knew who you was. So to be able to walk around the neighborhood and only 1 out of 9, knew who you was. It was like, I know he probably was like, damn, I wish it was 10 out of 10. Yeah, nigga, he probably did, but no. I'm like, no, this is my man. I know the bull. Like I said, I follow this work. And see, like a lot of cats, like, even back to Who's the Man, because I had something on that joint too. Now, even out of all the people, I feel that Bill Bellamy was very unappreciated. I
Who's the
feel
man?
Bill Bellamy should.
Or just period.
I feel Bill. Period. I feel Bill Bellamy should have did a lot more. I feel he should have had a lot more opportunity. He's still funnier than a lot of these niggas that made it big, and still funny. I hate that shit. And he did a lot of work. I mean, he kept working the whole time. So,
Right.
I can't say that, but I felt Bill
That might not
Bellamy.
be, and then again, that don't be everybody's vision too, though. Like that might not be what he want to do. Like he might be cool with what he doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, look, I could pop out when I want to pop out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man,
motherfucker
I feel you.
old episodes of fucking what was that shit that he used to be hosting? He was on MTV too, right?
He was on a couple Jones as a whole.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. He was like one of the first motherfuckers that was doing that shit. Like when they used to be having the spring breaks and all that type shit. He used to always be out there and all that shit. I don't know if that was MTV or whatever the fuck it was. I definitely remember him doing that shit back in the day.
So you gonna tell me, they hit that man up talking about, yo, we got this joint with Jet Li and we trying to make like a Rush Hour. Man, come on. He would have took that. I mean,
but this the thing though.
This
the thing though. Now you say that, right? But if an actor beat you out in that room, bro, when acting skills is like up against another actor, though, we could, in your opinion, yeah, he's great, he's this, he's that, but again, like, bro, like in you know what I'm saying, he might say that himself, like.
Now I'm gonna say this. I look at this stuff like sports. It's all around. See what I'm saying? Now, You look at Chris Tucker. You look at Bill Bellamy. The only reason that Chris Tucker is still relevant because of Friday. Everybody Friday has success and you don't see him no more. I'm going to give it to Rush Hour. Now, Bill Bellamy would have called him a Rush Hour, then, it might be a whole different story.
How many movies did Bill Bellamy do, bro? How many movies did Bill Bellamy do?
I'm gonna say he might got a lot. Cause remember he jumped on that B-side wave. Well, I'm sorry, I said last show we was gonna stop that. There's no B-side movies. Remember he was on the straight to video.
That one, like going like straight to DVD and shit like that or streaming.
Back in the day, we didn't call them B-side, we called them straight to video. He did a bunch of straight to video work. So his IMDb might be got some numbers on it.
Now, and that straight to video work. Can you say
any in every movie
are better? Since you comparing him to him, like, would you say that any of those performances are better?
I'm gonna say like this. Anything he did.
I don't know how you came up with this. I don't know why you said Chris Tucker's name.
I mean, because I'm just trying to find somebody.
In comparison with Bill Bellamy. I'm not knocking Bill Bellamy. I'm just
The only reason I'm gonna pick Chris Tucker because at that time back then in their era, you name me another comedian that was getting blockbuster roles.
Right.
Money talks.
But again though,
nobody was getting blockbuster roles.
Movies might not have been Bill Bellamy aspiration. You gotta think How to Be a Player bro. Listen, How to Be a Player was an MTV movie. You already with MTV, so let's get Bill to do it. You feel me? It ain't like they just, you know, it ain't like he probably went in there and auditioned for that shit. No, nigga, that was made by MTV, a company that he was already doing business with. So it's like, you feel me? Like, I just don't think that maybe Bill Bellamy probably don't feel as strongly about acting as he feels about his comedy. He probably feels like I'm more of a stand-up comedian versus an actor. Yeah, I can act, but I'm more of a stand-up comedian. I can get this stand-up money out here and still live comfortably and not, you know what I'm saying? Like, he might not want to be a megastar or a movie star. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I'm saying in that aspect. Like, I'm not knocking him at all. I'm just saying he just probably don't want that. You know what I'm saying?
Like I'm gonna make somebody mad when I say this one because
and motherfuckers know who Bill Bellamy is.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'll give you one better. No, because I can't even use him because I hate when people get this misconstrued because they forget that he is an actor, not a comedian. Faizon Love. Even with him, okay.
Faizon Love started out as a stand-up comedian, though.
I'ma still say he's an actor. That's where his success came from.
Yeah, he got the acting bug. That's what it was when he started. He was doing stand-up and got the acting bug. That's what I would say.
And see, that's crazy. I would have never even thought he did stand-up. I thought he always just came from them because you know they always had like the you know, honestly I forgot because I felt like that AJ Johnson did stand up too. But I thought they were just homies. Nah, not back then. I thought they were just Cube homies.
Nah.
A lot of them niggas, I figured they was between
so
DJ Pooh.
Bro, remember he did stand up. I mean, even though that came afterwards, but bro, remember he was doing stand up and Foolish, even though it was for a quick second. Yeah, we gonna highlight that movie, nigga. I know you forgot about that, didn't you, nigga? Yeah.
I ain't
you don't know about Foolish out there. You ain't ready to talk about these movies that we're gonna be highlighting, man. We're gonna be doing black excellence type movies, man. And Foolish was one of them.
The thing with Foolish, I was gonna put that together, you know, on that Master P week because he got a couple joints. So like I said, he got a week. He got a nice little. No, put it like this. He got a nice little few-hour episode. I mean, Master P, because like Foolish. I ain't forget about Foolish, but I'm sorry. I mean, I ain't forget about it neither.
Yeah, I think Foolish was his best movie though.
I'm gonna say
I think Foolish was his best movie.
Nah,
like shot wise, man. Like look wise, production wise, acting wise, I think Foolish might have been his best joint, bro. The nigga had Marla Gibbs, Eddie Griffin, and Andrew fucking Dice Clay, bro.
I'm gonna say, to me,
for starters,
second.
For starters,
I'm gonna say second best movie. His best movie was motherfucker. I Got the Hookup. 1. That was his best movie. That was his first complete package.
Hey yo. No, you shouldn't have said that word. Why would you use that word? You should have just said that was his best movie. Like you should have.
No, it was his best movie for sure. But like I said, that's one of the ones where you can see he got all the bugs out. And like I said, you would say Foolish. Because yeah, he had bigger names, but once again, to me, your best movie is the ones with the unity in it. And that's the ones where you put a bunch of people together and it fitted and it worked. You gotta remember, dog, he made his co-star AJ Johnson. You don't think he could have got no other comedian to do that? That was actually real thorough to that nigga because AJ Johnson did his fucking thing. But once again, we say all the time, carrying them scenes. Where none of them niggas fucking with John Witherspoon. None of them. That like certain scenes in movies, like I said, it's you get that right star and you got something magical. I mean, you can put a bunch of people together, and Master P was good at putting a bunch of nobodies together, and it always worked. It always worked, man. That's one thing I give him because like even all his movies, I can watch all of them. I would never say that he was corny. I liked them. I liked it all. Now, as far as like I said, some of the ones that they was in, I mean, I, I'm sorry, Master P, but they could have left your asses out of Undisputed. I didn't understand that part. It kind of, but
Yeah.
oh my.
Was what's the movie with the swimming bull? Remember the bull was like a swimmer or some shit like that?
Locked down.
Locked down. Yeah, was that a Master P John?
No, he was in there. He was just
He
starting
was
it,
in
I
that
think.
video. Why? Yeah, that was wild
I
how they
don't
did that
think
nigga Stacy for the wood. That was crazy.
yeah. No, how they did, but man, that's crazy because like even when I talk about that movie, now remember the swimming boy you talk about end up being main man from the wood,
Right.
and then I
And
think
he was
about it
in
now.
he was the bull he played in that fucking what was that? In the Why Did I Get Married John?
Yeah, he was the
He was
asshole in
married
the
to Jill
South
Scott.
Park Jones,
Yeah.
and and right now he on this show I watch called The Rookie. He the captain on The Rookie.
Oh shit.
He's still getting money. Like I said, like it's kind of crazy to see how
Y'all
these
tuned in to
movie
Chronic
vets
Cinema.
and they switch over to national TV. You know what I'm saying? Because like you peep game, you got let's see, Anthony Anderson. He hit national TV. These are all big actors. Tay Diggs hit national TV. Terrence Howard, Taraji P. Um, I had somebody else in mind too. Because Shamor, you notice all these black A-listers are coming. Angela Bassett, everybody's going to national TV. See, you ain't pay attention to how many A-list actors are on national TV. Queen Latifah is on Equalizer. All these people are on national TV. Cedric
Mm-hmm.
the Entertainer, you know, Tashina Arnold. It's I just watch it. I mean, I just look at it that way. Cause I just like you figure Pam been acting 40 years. Tashia Arnold, I remember watching her in this movie when we was in school called House of Dyer's Drear. And I don't know, I can't. Everybody had to watch that joint. It was our music teacher, this dude, Mr. Butler. He made us watch that movie every year
I never had to
until
watch
we
that.
got. Yeah, look that joint up. It's called
Where the
House
fuck
of
you watched
Dyer's
that? What school
Drear.
you watched that at? Middle school?
Yeah, Lee.
Oh, all right. Yeah, see, we went to different middle schools.
But I never watched that joint again. But Pam was a little. They had this little girl in there that lived at the house and lighted the horse, and the little girl was Pam. But I actually found a clip online with a movie where fucking Tisha Campbell was acting at like the age of 5.
Yeah, she said that. She said that on the interview I had saw. She was in like commercials and all that type shit or whatever. Like, yeah, she
So
been on
you
her doing.
talking about she been around. She about 55, so that means she been in the game half a man.
Yeah.
Like see, and
As
see
long as
people
rap
like
been around.
them.
As long as rap been around.
Yeah. And see, like I say, people like that, it made me feel good to be able to still see them people on TV and still be able to do their thing. And then,
Right.
like I
That's
said, some
wait, that's just
people,
like back to Who's the Man. That's like, Salt and Pepper they got parts of the Rock the Bells joint that they have every year.
I seen, well, I remember when he was saying how he put it together. And I think he said
LL, right?
yeah, all of them got a piece of that joint or something.
Yeah. Yeah, so shit like that
But
is dope,
see,
bro.
Yeah, I mean, even with see the thing with that, like I'm gonna tell you the weird thing is you probably caught wind of it too, because I remember like 2009, 2010, a lot of them motherfuckers was going broke. The motherfucking residuals and them joints weren't right. 'Cause I remember niggas like Dougie Fresh was losing his crib and motherfuckers was filing bankruptcy left and right. And I do remember,
That was
and
people all
I
over. That was
might
everybody. That wasn't just celebrities though. That was everybody. Shit.
nah, it was old
Remember
school
the,
hip
the remember
hop
the
niggas.
recession had just happened in '08. So the celebrities was getting court a little afterwards because they still had bread during the recession when that shit first came. Like they was still
No,
up.
see,
They had more bread to maneuver than we did at the time. Like so they ain't get hit
they
until
was
a little later.
they was
Especially
the
if you got
ones
the
that
wrong two
wasn't
motherfuckers
active.
working for you that ain't paying your bills or your taxes and all that shit for you. Like that should be wild.
See, but no, I'm talking the ones that wasn't. A lot of them, though, some of them wasn't active for years. I'm talking
Mhm.
about like the '80s and '90s hip hop cats that ain't made a record in 25 years.
Right. Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
was going down. Now, if I can remember,
Yeah,
I
because you gotta
remember it
think
was
you're not getting paid no bread because they got jerked the fuck around of their contract.
yeah,
So it's just like even if you is still getting really making that fucking much, you probably getting a $300 fucking check a month or some dumb something disrespectful 3,000 maybe. Like, and that's nothing to them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. And see, that's why I say like, and I remember hearing something like the person that got the ball rolling. I heard it was the RZA because I heard all them years them cats overseas was still requesting Wu Tang and
mhm.
they artists. And after a while, I heard RZA just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna put together a hip hop show from everybody over here." Being though that majority of them was from New York anyway.
Right.
And I heard that's what got the ball rolling on a lot of them cats getting back into doing shows like
That's good shit.
Dougie Fresh
If
and
that's the case, that's
you
good
know
shit.
the yeah the Big Daddy Kanes and all of them. That's why I heard a lot of them got back into touring. Now to hear about them having a piece of Rock the Bells, that's what's up because I don't think RZA did something where they can get up, perform, go around, make that
Well, with Rock the
money.
Bells now, they don't even have to perform. With Rock the Bells, like say, yeah, you might perform once every 5 years or so, but you getting residuals from that shit, and y'all could bring in all new artists for this shit and have one old school artist or two old school artists on that concert, and it'd be all new school people. You know what I'm saying? The Rock the Bells festival is just a music festival now.
Oh God.
Yeah, so
Mm.
they mix it up. It ain't just old school now. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's still majority old school, but they mix the shit up. So it's like you still getting paid whether you perform or not, which is great shit.
And
Like,
see, they just did one not too long ago. I had seen the person man Johnny just did a show. Right now, matter of fact, not too far. I tell you, he was on $1 million worth of game. I think it
yeah,
was like a week or so after
that
that.
was a good episode. That was a good
I
episode.
see
The
some
fact that
clip.
they had them on there, that was dope as shit. Like, I was like, that's dope. That's major right there. Like, because it's like as of lately, it's like they've been highlighting a lot of the new artists, but the fact that they had a legend like that on there, fucking LL nigga, it's like, bro, what nigga? Like, what? Like, that's crazy right there. Like,
Hold you cool tide.
that's crazy right there. So shout out to them because that's definitely major right there. That was a
Yeah,
dope joint right
that definitely was a good episode. He talked and see the thing, like I say, like to me, that LL joint is like I watch it in two parts for one. Because he went on there and then he went right on Big Boy's Neighborhood not too long after that.
there.
So it's like the questions that they did ask him on there, Big Boy asked him. So I learned a lot about just from those two interviews alone. Because I always heard the story. I mean, it was kind of cool how he kept it real. Because I always heard that, yeah, he busted into the room and it was just like it was on Curtis Grew. That's how he
Right,
supposedly really got his deal. But
right.
to hear, no, it wasn't like that, and it actually was an actual situation. I mean, so I was like, all right, that was cool. Okay, that was just some movie shit, but I still like that shit. And then it's like, shit, man, I ain't man. Nah, first off, I ain't no hater. I kept telling niggas, I ain't never think he ain't never had to stop. Kind of really never did because
He's
even
dropping
when
another album,
people
I
was
think. If I'm
like,
mistaken, I think he said he's dropping another album.
yeah, he never had to stop because he kind of lost
He
me
made
a little
timeless
bit with
music.
the. He lost me a little bit with phenomenon.
Everybody say that, but it's like when you no, bro. And even in like, bro, I told you, even in the lyrics, like he was even saying like, all right, yeah, I get it. Like y'all on to this shit, but I'm still who I am though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I fucks with that joint. Like motherfuckers felt lost probably because of the video. It was a lot going on in the video, I'm gonna say. But the song, other than that, the song was cool. I think it was the video
Yeah,
that fucked a lot
now
of
you
people
gonna
head.
make me. Yeah, now you gonna make me listen to it because I'm
Go
like,
back and listen to it, bro. Go back
uh,
and listen to the song. Listen to what he's saying. Don't watch
all
the
I
video.
can think of,
Just
the nigga, he on some EDM shit. And he got lights
it's
and
the
all this.
video,
Like,
bro. It's the video. I'm telling you, it's the video that make you feel like that, bro.
and
But
see,
niggas felt like that. Niggas felt like that about him, bro. And then they came back with they call me Big L, Big Silly. Like, yo, what?
man, nigga,
That
he put
headsprung
that
John running
bullshit.
back.
Man, that nigga bought that bullshit out, and then nigga came right out this. Love it, love it. No, no,
No, he
no.
did good in that movie, bro. No, I fucked with
He
that movie,
found,
bro.
he
I
found
don't
his
even
way
know
before
the title.
that.
The title was false. The title was just is false.
Yeah, for what he did, he definitely was tripping. But that joint, he found he found his way before that. I'm gonna say he did because even people say he didn't, but yeah, he found his way before that. Because even in they tried to say he was still kind of raw at any given Sunday, but I ain't, he did damn good in that joint too for
He
somebody that
did
they
good.
say.
No, he did good in that joint. That was definitely a good joint. And that was another movie with a lot of entertainers in that joint and actors too. You got Al
Yeah,
Pacino, Cameron Diaz, Jim Brown, Jamie Foxx, fucking Lawrence Taylor, Bill Bellamy again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, yeah, we ain't even say that. Shit, Bill Bellamy was in that. Nigga, like, yeah.
yeah, I forgot
Mm-hmm.
about that. He snuck one there.
Looking the same as he
Yeah, I
did in
thought.
Who's the Man. Like Bill Bellamy, a robot. This nigga did not age, bro. Like that nigga did not age, dog. That nigga a fucking robot, bro. Like this nigga look the same from Who's the Man
Honestly,
and How to Be a Player.
yeah.
He got a lower cut. That's all. He just cut his hair. He cut the curly shit off.
The motherfuckers, some of them like they kept up because if you think about it, shit, Joe Torre aged pretty well.
Yeah, that nigga still look the same.
That's why I'm like, you
Even
probably
the other
get
nigga
like
from How to
one
Be
on
a Player
one.
that was in the wash.
Look,
My man, what's his name?
cause
Pierre. That nigga Pierre still
because
look the same.
you know who I be tripping off of
Who
that
that?
I can't remember Lorenz Tate brother, the one that played the dad in Don't Be a Menace.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he that nigga big now.
His name like Lamar
I don't know. I know that nigga. He
Tate,
big,
something like that,
big
right?
brother, big brother Tate.
Not big brother T.
Yeah, nigga, big brother Tate, man. He definitely picked up a lot, man. But I definitely did forget that Bill Biden was at any given Sunday. I mean, but yeah, like I
Yeah.
said, L did his thing in a couple joints. I mean, he found his way early. He found his way early. Like I said, I mean, I watched In the House, so I
And then
can't say
again,
nothing
like
bad.
again, like another person that was in Who's the Man, because I don't really want to keep shying off of that. Even though Chronic Cinema, we talking about all movies, we just mainly highlighting Who's the Man. But fucking again, Ice-T, like Ice-T was in that joint. He was in what's that Law and Order shit that he been on for like 20, 30
That's
plus years. Fucking New Jack
that's
City.
all they
Like, it's
gonna
like he
remember him
always
from.
had like great ass roles in the movies that he played in, bro. I don't remember a bullshit role from him. That nigga
No,
was in
he
Breaking,
see
bro.
he got in the game early.
That nigga was in Breaking.
Like,
Wait, no, it wasn't Breaking.
yeah,
It was the other Joan. What was the other movie?
I'm trying to think. 'Cause I actually just watched Breaking 2 early.
What was the other movie where the boy was like Ramo? Where the boy died
Oh,
on the
you talking about Beach Street?
B Street. He was in B Street, I think. He was in one of them. He was in one of them. I think he was in B Street, bro.
I mean, shit, nigga, you gotta remember he made that song "Colors" in the early '80s. He been around for a
Colors, nigga. That's
minute.
another joint. Man, he was in Ricochet too.
Yeah. That was his man. He definitely was in Ricochet. He got a lot of little joints.
A lot of fucking
Like
roles, bro.
yeah, he did a lot. Like I said, he filmed like certain cats. They filmed their way early. LL, he filmed it
Bro,
early.
remember he was killing it in New York Undercover.
He been around. And think about it. He already had been in movies and TV shows for
Yeah,
years at
he
the time.
was killing it on fucking New York Undercover, bro. He was tormenting the shit out of fucking JC and Torre. Yo, that nigga was
That
crazy on
boy,
that joint, bro.
yeah, he definitely did do. He did a lot, man. Because even like I just think about the little goofy ass stuff that he was in. Because remember he had a reality show.
What, with him and Coco?
You know, remember Ice-T and Coco? Yeah, they
Yeah,
had their
yeah, yeah, I
little
remember that joint.
reality
Yeah,
show.
yeah, hell yeah.
That's what I said. He did it, man.
And I
I
feel like
remember
he's
he had
somebody that never really. I feel like he's somebody that went mainstream but never compromised who he was though. Like it seemed like he always remained the same though. Like people like him, Snoop and all. It's like yo, they adapt to their environments, bro. Like that should be crazy. Like
it's like they build the
they
money
timeless
around
legends.
them so they don't have to change.
They timeless
You know what I'm
legends, bro.
saying? Build the money. That's the smart move, bro. You build the money around you. And it's the crazy thing you think about it. They able to do that because they, if you peep, they're true entities.
Right.
Just like a 50 Cent, just like a Birdman, they're true entities, so they can do a lot with their names, and they started early and kept it good. Snoop has countless acting roles,
Right.
a lot.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's still kind of
Snoop was
third
big
that
on
they
Martin and all that shit.
yeah he did a lot early too. But like I said, Ice T he did a lot of those straight to video movies, so his IMDb
Yeah.
crazy too. It's
Yeah,
probably
he
a
got
lot
a
of
lot of
movies
them
I
jewels
can't
too. He
name
got a
on
lot of
him
them jewels.
because like they probably think like I remember his. I remember he was on MTV Cribs. That was still the funniest episode.
MTV Cribs.
Still the funniest, yeah.
He
And,
was showing
and, and another thing,
he was showing niggas he
yeah,
been had money
yeah.
when he was on that joint.
I mean, then it's funny. Another thing about him, I just actually, matter of fact, I shared it to you. It was a clip about main man had went to Chicken Joint and on the West Coast and he just trying to get some chicken, but the Bulls end up rolling on him in the Chicken Joint. It was a funny clip that I had sent you. But the Bulls that was rolling on him in the joint, that was actually Ice T's son.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he was in a skit that he was doing a skit with the Bull. But I was like, man, like yeah, he did a lot, man. That's my man. He definitely did a lot, and I'm sorry. It's like Law and Order gonna die with him. They ain't got no choice. They kill him off. I ain't watching another episode.
Yeah, I heard the joint LL on about to end soon. We on
Yeah,
CSI or
but
something.
Yeah, NCIS Los Angeles, I think. But
Some shit
that
like that.
joint, like I said, I'm actually surprised it got that much of a run because at the NCIS, the regular joint, I
I
ain't
call
really
it
think that
that
a
style.
lot of them was gonna
I
go
don't know
in.
what the I ain't know what that shit.
NCIS,
No
yeah,
what?
NCIS is just the Navy, so it got. I mean, yeah, it got a lot of time. Cause remember, the first one already ended. The original already ended. NCIS after they did that whole little, exposing my man. I thought he was that was my man, dog. I remember he was in this movie I used to like as a kid called Summer School. And once again, looking at that bullshit next to that dumbass movie, would I ever think that he would have been getting paid all that bread to do NCIS years later?
Ugh.
That's why I said, bro, but I definitely say and then and another thing with Ice-T, I done seen him on some weird stuff. Cause he was on Celebrity Ghost Stories before. He was on that huh?
Right?
What'd you say?
Was he? I know he was on that Celebrity Apprentice, John. Was he on that Celebrity Apprentice?
I don't know. I know I'm talking about back in like years ago. He was on this show on calls. Remember they had a show called Celebrity Ghost Stories, and he was on Celebrity Close Calls or something because he was in some crazy ass car accident and
Yeah, back
lived,
in
and so he
the yeah.
came out. Yeah, he was on the show talking about that. Like he used to do a lot though at that time. He definitely did a lot. Ice-T did a whole lot. And then somebody else in there. There's a couple more. There's a couple cats that I'm missing on there. Because I mean, a lot of people really did, and that's the crazy thing about them being established. When they did that movie, it wasn't really much room to grow.
Right, but
A
again, a
lot of
lot
them
of
was
them was
already
rappers.
established.
Again, a lot of them was just rappers because I mean, well, yeah, I mean, yeah, like the boy from Full Force, Bow-Legged Lou. That he was just
Hmm.
Paul's Pee Wee and House Party. That's all. That's it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
fucking Coogee Rap is just Coogee Rap. Like we ain't see him in
yeah.
no other acting roles.
Well, see that was cool because that's the way they probably them the cats like you said about Bill Bellamy. They was probably comfortable being rappers, so after that scene was done, they went back to a regularly scheduled program.
Mm-hmm.
Are we gonna go back to rapping now?
Right,
We
and
ain't
that's
no
what I'm saying.
rappers,
Right.
but I mean, it's still
That
we
shit
gonna
probably
do
was
some
all on the
digging.
strength of L11 and Dr. Dre anyway, bro. They probably did that shit on the strength of them niggas. Like, all right, yeah, I'll jump in the joint, bro. All right, bet. You gonna highlight my album when it drop, right, nigga? I got my all right, bet. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we gonna do some digging, man. We definitely gonna do some digging on that, John. Figure out
Shit.
how we
Speaking
can
of
get a
that,
reboot
you
of
know,
that.
uh, you know, Dr. Dre lost his leg.
No,
He lost the leg, bro. Yeah.
no, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Damn,
man. So prayers up to him, man. Hopefully everything cool with him. But he definitely lost the leg not too long ago.
damn. I haven't seen. Shit, I'll be honest. I ain't seen Ed Love in a minute. I know he got knowing him, he probably got a podcast or
I think he
something.
do a radio show or
Or he
something like
probably
that.
on
Yeah,
XM.
I seen
XM.
Dr. Dre interview probably like it might have been last year or a few months ago though. I seen an interview with him on there and he was like talking about it. And I was just like, damn, that's wild, man. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I haven't seen neither one of them. Even in a picture of Cash, he looked a little smaller now. They don't look like the old, him.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised, man. But yeah,
Yeah,
man.
that shit. That joint, it would definitely be love if they could bring that back, especially with them two in it.
Yeah,
That'd
well, so
definitely
we
be
can
love.
talk to him. Because there's only a couple original cast missing. like people that you would miss. I mean, I'm sorry, man. I don't know. You know, it'd be hard to watch that joint with no Bernie, but I
Right.
definitely need a Bernie. And then like, but yeah, and you can mix and match a few people. Like I said, a lot of the old, like the other cats. Like I said, Heavy D was a good one, but you know, it was what it was.
Right.
But I guess, man, we're gonna wrap it up, man. I think I
Yeah,
got
man.
an idea, you know, what we could bring to the people next, man. My man been asking for it, man. So we gonna go ahead and give it to y'all, man. We gonna give y'all another classic New Jersey Drive coming to y'all next. So
We might have to break the projector out, you know what I'm saying, to make it feel like we had a drive-in movie theater for that one. You know what I'm saying? Just for
hey
New Jersey,
man,
to break out the projector. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, man, New Jersey Drive gonna be a hard. It's a hard
Play a
hit,
couple
man,
scenes
cause
from
like,
it. You know what I'm saying?
cause cats ain't gonna really understand. They ain't gonna really know New Jersey Drive, not unless they like maybe like mid 30s.
You can't say that because
But
I got a little brother. I got a little brother that grew up watching the same shit I watched. So he 25, 26. So you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, man, we gonna see, man. Cause I used to always like it's not a doubt because even like when I was
because hold up,
working
but
with
even
younger
still,
cats,
I'm about to say, I'm gonna fuck your head up with this one. That's just like my mom put me on movies that she used to watch. Like, nigga, I'm pretty sure you saw Grease with fucking John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John, nigga. And then look, you gonna turn your head, nigga. You saw Grease. Fuck out of here. You
you
saw The
talking about
Outsiders.
you talking about Murray's hair grease?
Yeah, what up,
Oh,
nigga?
oh,
You saw Grease.
oh, look, you know what make it bad?
You ain't that dark skin. Fuck out of here.
No, it used to be another one of my kid movies. I liked it a lot. You remember the joint Crybaby with Johnny Depp?
I
It was kind of
remember, but
like
I don't remember it.
that used to be my shit back in the day. Crybaby,
Yeah.
that joint was a good movie. And then I used to watch it. Well, Johnny Depp did a lot back then. I used to watch. Cause like I said, it's yeah, man. This shit gonna be fun, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. So that's why I say, and then New Jersey Drive. See that's why I said New Jersey Drive. It is a timeless classic. But I'm telling you why it's gonna be hard to hit because even the actors that's in New Jersey Drive, a lot of them ain't around no more or ain't been on screen in ages.
Yeah, I'm about to say I don't
Some
even
of
think it's not around no more. I think only person that passed away from New Jersey Drive that I know of is Heavy D. Anybody else from that movie, I'm not really sure. Pause. Like, why would that be
one of
Heavy?
that shoot, I don't. I mean, I know for a fact the last I ain't seen none of them. The only one of them that really had a career afterwards, midget. He had, he did more after that.
The
But a
mom,
lot of other cats, yeah.
the
I
sister
think the
was in the
little
movie.
sister
I don't know if
did
y'all
something
ever seen this
too.
movie. I know the sister was in a movie called The Last Stand. It came out. It had Guy Tori in it. No, which one older?
Joe.
Yeah, it had Guy. All right, so yeah, it had Guy Tori in it. Uh, what's my man name? I think that nigga name like Richard Lawson or some shit like that was in that joint. Like it was an alright little cast or whatever, but the sister played in that joint, and she was like a nagging ass wife in that joint. It was Kevin Hart was in that joint, Michael Blackson was in that joint. It was like a straight to DVD joint, but it was a good ass movie, yo. It was a good ass movie. I believe it was a Russ Parr film. The boy that be doing all the comedy
Hmm.
shows and all that. That joint was dope. It's called The Last Stand. That shit was like that shit was dope, bro.
I gotta look it up. And look, I'm gonna tell you a good movie too. I caught last night called The Last Deal. Yeah, I just was flicking, caught my attention. It's about it just came out in 2023.
That sounds familiar.
It's about this pretty much about this guy. He used to get bud and he used to fly this shit in. But just so happened, weed got legalized, so his whole business went under.
With the shits, right?
Once dispensaries, but it show you like, yeah, it's a cool little movie. I liked it. It just came out though. That's all like 2023. I just was flicking and
You
just the
ever see that
beginning
joint, The
caught my
Cannabis Kid?
attention. The what?
The Cannabis Kid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we going.
You
I
won't
gotta
fuck
check
with
that joint out. And then I got another movie, man. Cause look, I be having people be hating on my joint. How you feel about Meet the Blacks?
The Michael, no, not the Mike Epps joint.
Yeah,
that joint was cool. That joint was alright. That's the joint with Avion Crockett in it, Lil Duval and all them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that joint went bad. That joint was alright.
I like that, Joe. She be hating, man. Cause I always want to watch that Corey. She like that, Joe, man. My nigga Cronut, man, we crack the fuck up. That Joe ain't nowhere near from Cordy. The first one was that, cause like I say, second ones are always hard, but that Cat Williams and that second one did it for me. And I ain't gonna lie, man. My nigga Ha Ha Davis, man, definitely had me tripping in that Joe. Cause him and Clifton Powell was the cops.
See, I gotta watch it again. I don't really remember like that. I remember it wasn't bad though. When I saw it, it wasn't bad. It definitely wasn't bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I be fried when I watch most of these movies anyway. Like, so I gotta watch it a few times. You know what I'm saying, to really remember the parts of most of the Jones and shit. But like something like that now, I watched it once, so I don't know if I would consider it a classic to me yet. Like I'm gonna have to watch it again.
Nah.
You know what
I want to call it.
Like,
man,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if I would consider it like a classic. I watched it once.
Let's see something like that. They gotta that's like a whole week debate because priority classics. That's kind of hard because I don't know nobody that's going back and take it from the Wayne.
Oh, with scary movies. As far with the parody
all of them. Don't Be a Menace. I don't know nobody. I don't know nobody who touched any joint better than them. So it's kind of hard to say because even on that side, I don't feel ashamed. I grew up watching The Naked Gun. That was my favorite one. That was another good movie. I like the Leslie Nielsen. I like this. That used to be my shit coming up as a kid. My pop used to like watching that joint, man. But even watching them joints, like I say, is no priority movie better than the Wayne's priority movie. Like I put like this. All they gotta do is just say Scary Movies 2 up there. I don't give a fuck. Ain't nothing. I ain't never seen nothing funny than that joint. I still watch that joint right now, like I first watched it. Right now. My top 2 is always.
I could put a movie up against. I could say a movie that's funnier than that, but then you're gonna say I'm cheating.
No, if it ain't Don't Be a Menace, then I don't know. Cause that's my top 2 to them, from them.
Oh, as far as them.
Yeah.
And what you mean as far as like parody type shit?
Yeah.
Or just all together? They like all together movies.
No, like I'm talking about as far as like the parody movies, that's like my top 1. Cause all the rest of them was just too fucking much. Too much. Like the Another Teen movie, all them joints, they was too.
Yeah, like I can like shit like that. I can't really. That's what made me stop fucking with the movies. Like it was just like, all right, bro, I'm cool. I remember the last joint I watched that was like that was the They had a long ass title. It was like the 40-year-old virgin who forgot Sarah Marshall while getting pregnant. Some crazy shit.
Ew, man. That's what I said. Those joints used to be crazy. Cause like I remember the one joint that had was kind of funny to me. All I remember is they had my man Buzz from the Cosby Show on the joint. He was one of the
Oh,
main actors in this one. But
yo, fucking Bud.
yeah, my man. Yo, that's crazy. I
Nigga,
forgot that
no,
was
that's
Bud
my
and
man.
Tripping.
That's what I was about to say, nigga. That's my man from Tripping,
I
nigga.
forgot that was Bud.
Don't be fucking with my shit. Get your own
Yeah,
shit, you beauty bitch.
yeah, that's my John too, man.
Yo,
He
what?
said,
Oh
man,
yeah,
you
we gonna have to
don't be
highlight.
talking to me, man. Like
I had
you
another
talking to
Tory
me like
brother
I
on
ain't get
there.
my diploma, man. Like, yeah, he did his thing in that
Yo,
John too.
the boy that said
Hmm?
that, you know, he committed suicide.
No, you know he was in trespass too. He died.
Yeah, he committed suicide, bro.
I didn't know that.
The boy that had the
Damn.
braces on his leg
Oh, he died. Whoa, when he committed suicide?
Friday after Deliver Us from Evil.
Damn. No, I didn't know
Yeah, they
that.
said it was depression.
Wow.
Yeah, hate to bring down the
Damn.
pot. Yeah,
I
R.I.P.
definitely didn't
man.
know that.
Yeah, man, boy was funny as
Yeah.
shit too, yo. That was Rodney Smalls, man.
Yeah.
That was Cleophas' little brother, nigga, in Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
Yeah. I did not know
Yeah,
that.
yeah, man. Yeah.
Man, I'm fucking. Yeah, I'm only wondering, man. I guess that's how would it be the no roles coming in or something? Or
Yeah, 'cause they said the bull they said that was the same for the bull, Roach from Friday.
he killed himself too?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like right after
Damn,
Friday.
damn.
Yeah.
This is the part that you see. This is why I wish back then they
R.I.P.
had like
Roach.
club.
Yeah, man.
See, this is why I wish back then they had like club appearances and walkthroughs and all that other stuff, reality TV, because these cats would have still had a career. Fresh off a
Right. Yeah,
movie
he
that,
was like really a skateboarder too.
uh,
Yeah.
shoot, you keep telling, man. See, that's the thing, and I'll be forgetting. See, don't crossover people get me because remember I told you I watched the whole story about this bull who been acting for years, and come to find out, he was a professional skateboarder. And if I'm correct,
And
it's
I
the
think
bull.
mistake.
What's the? I was telling you before, the bull pickle
I think
fucker.
Roach and the John Kids from Clerks.
Yeah,
I
that's how
can't
his
think of
whole
what that
career
motherfucker
got.
look like, bro.
Yeah, but he on one of them joints like My Name is Earl or the Cable Larry the Cable Guy or something. He was on one of them shows. It was a hit show.
My
But
name is
even him,
my name
yeah,
is
he
Earl
said
is Pickle Fucker. That nigga was like, yo, some pickle fucker just gave us free eats. We're definitely going to have to talk about Jay and Silent Bob crazy man.
man, the,
They gonna have to get like a
the,
week, bro, because they got Clerks 1, 2. It's 3 Clerks, right? You said it's 3 Clerks movies, right?
yeah, it's
Yeah,
three
and then they
clerks,
got
and
like
then Jay and
Jay and
Silent
Silent
Bob
Bob,
got yeah.
and then they got
But see,
Mallrats, Dogma.
I
Yeah,
think that's it. Cause I think
that's
they
still a
split
lot of
up
shit though.
for well they stemmed out and then they came back for Dogma. I think Dogma was it with that whole little pack together.
No, they had something else too. They had something else too. Remember, it was with Ben Affleck and the chick. Yo, what's that joint? Bro, it was a joint with Ben Affleck, and I think he was like trying to like get with this chick or some shit like that. They definitely had another movie though.
I don't know. Yeah, those Jersey cats, they definitely and see with them, they'll get a nice little stretch because they all got their own individual careers. Cause I know my kids watch this show every day called Story by on Netflix. That's Silent Bob,
That's a good
he a
shit.
creator of that joint. That's what I be saying. These cats, man, we gonna definitely drop some jewels. Cause I told you a couple months ago when I found out that the boy Seth Rogen got all over the credits on Stranger Things.
Oh shit.
That's why I'll be like, it be a lot of little weird shit be going on, and I think that's what Main Man be doing. Why you don't be hearing much from him? Seth Green, you ain't never peep. His name be on a lot of these shows too.
Yeah, a lot of
But
motherfuckers be behind the scenes now and shit. Even people that be doing music and shit, like you might not hear them doing music and all that shit no more, but they be behind the scenes, writing songs, producing, and all that type shit. So definitely not surprised, man. Be a lot of people behind the scenes with this acting shit and all that type shit. You know what I'm saying? Whether they behind the camera or writing the scripts
yeah,
up and all that type shit.
because I'll be watching the Jones on Sunday, the little unsung, they come on TV1, and they
Yeah.
actually had one with the chick from Low Down Dirty Shame. She had a joint on there, and I was just like, damn, I remember how she kind of
Mhm.
dwelled out a little bit at the biker boys. Weren't really seeing it like that. And she was talking about that, but even her, she's
Mhm.
somebody behind the camera.
Right. And see, that's what I'm
Still
saying.
to
Right.
this day.
Yeah.
That's why I say it definitely is. I mean, acting definitely is cool. We need to work on that, getting some of these real funny comedians.
Yeah, facts, man. We're gonna definitely start having more special guests for y'all and stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I got a movie coming out, you know what I'm saying? And I'm in Fuck the Kids. It's
Hold up,
coming
hold
out,
up.
you know what I'm saying? It's platforms.
Oh,
I don't know if it's
oh,
on the
you
Netflix.
breaking up. You breaking up. You gotta do the plug again, man. You breaking up.
That again, I'm in a movie that's coming out called Fuck Them Kids. That's right, that's the title of it. Fuck Them Kids. It's coming out, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be on Tubi, it's coming out to some theaters, you know what I mean? I don't think we got a Netflix deal, so I don't think we're gonna be on Netflix. Don't look for us on there because we're not on there. But it's coming soon in theaters. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be. You know what I mean? It's going look for it on Tubi. You know what I'm saying? Watch it from the crib so you can smoke, kick back. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna review it on Chronic Cinema too once it drop. You know what I'm saying? We definitely gonna talk about that, Joe. I'm bringing some of the actors that was in there. It's going down. We might have a viewing party probably. I'm gonna see. I'll probably put together a viewing party slash episode for him, bringing some actors, all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? We might view half the movie or something, or at least like 10, 15 minutes of it. We're gonna put something together.
That's cool. That's cool. And for all y'all suckers out there, Tubi is 100% free on every
Right,
device.
yeah, exactly. Just download
Every
it.
device. So
Download
there's
the
no
two.
reason not to check it out. There's no
Just
reason
download
not
it.
to.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Unless you're just a hater, you know.
Be in store for more episodes of Chronic Cinema, and also be in store for more episodes of that other podcast called Nobody's Listening, because nobody's listening. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether y'all listening or not, we're
Yeah.
gonna keep doing this shit. We're gonna keep putting this shit out. You know what I mean? We're gonna keep dropping dope shit. You got anything else to say?
Nah, man. It's always next time, man.
Facts, man. I'm about to roll up again, man, and take my ass to bed. You know what I'm saying, man? It's late. You know what I mean? Till next
Yeah,
time.
same here. All right, y'all fellas, go to bed, man. See, this is the problem, man. We're having too much chronic on chronic cinema, man. Then you be
Right.
all fucked up and discombobulated all the time, man. God damn it.